Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 VC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Metroid on the NES. If you've never played the game before, it's, well, I suppose really it's an action-adventure game. Unfortunately, I'm not that great with picking out genres. I'm usually told I'm wrong about things. I mean, for years people have been telling me that Ocarina of Time's an RPG, and then people say, well no, really it's an action-adventure, so I don't know. Basically the whole point is, it's a bit of an exploration game, so I suppose this is where it's a bit of an action-adventure thing, because the whole point is, you start off, you've just got a gun, you've got nothing else, and you've got to go left here and get your morph ball. That basically means that you can turn into a ball and go through small gaps like this. The whole point of the gameplay is that you literally go left to right, up, down and all over the place, trying to find new abilities to help you, well, find more of the map, to find the bosses, to kill the bosses, to beat the game. So, for instance, you'll find all sorts of things like freeze guns, things like high jumps and stuff like that. It's all sorts of stuff that will just help you basically, as I say, go through and find more of the map. Unfortunately, being a NES game, the reason that I don't think this one is as good as any of the other Metroids is quite simply because there is no map. So you can't actually like push select and all that and find out where you are and where the nearest save point is and stuff like that. Because first of all, it doesn't even have save points. It's just like, well, being a NES game, it's one of them things where after a while, if you've done so many things, you die and then you'll get a password, and that password will allow you to go back to the nearest, well, kind of like a checkpoint. It's basically the elevators in the game. It'll take you to one of those and you'll have the abilities that you've just recently collected. So like if you've got your missiles, then like, well, say if you got your missiles, you got your morph ball and you just recently got something else, or you know, you'd start with all three of them things. So that's pretty much how the save point works. It doesn't mean that you're going to be able to like save right before a boss or anything like that, so you may end up dying and then have to spend 10 minutes getting back to the boss again and again. It's a little hard to actually say what the lifespan of this game is, because it's one of those where people try for perfection and they also at the same time try for speed runs. It's the type of thing where if you're just first playing it, it's most likely going to take you a hell of a long time to beat, because as I say, there's no map or anything, so you're just literally aimlessly wandering around. Whereas there are people who can beat it in like an hour and a half or something like that with 100% of the items, so it's a bit mad. I'm not actually going to show you many of the new stuff. I mean, obviously I've shown you the morph ball and that's pretty much about it, for the simple reason of missiles. You should pretty much know what missiles are. Obviously you just push the select button and all of a sudden you fire missiles instead of this little plasma cannon thing. But personally I think the whole point of Metroid is to discover things on your own, to find the stuff and to like be surprised about it. It's always a thing that I've liked about the Metroid. I think, oh, what's this new power going to be? Oh, it's this, and I'm quite happy about it, so I don't really want to spoil anything. So I'm going to shut up for a few seconds and let you listen to the music. It's personally one of my favourite things about the Metroid game. So there we go, and that was a bit of the music, and I realised just before I said it, I said Metroid game instead of games. Don't know why the hell that happened, I must have just stuttered or something. But that's about pretty much everything I can tell you. Being a NES game, there's no 8th direction, so if you know what I mean, basically like you can shoot up, you can shoot left and right, and you can't actually shoot down. Whereas on like, well, for instance Super Metroid, you could shoot down and you can also shoot diagonal, which comes in very handy. But this one, it doesn't let you do that, because as I say, it's a NES game. So that I think is pretty important to tell you. There's being an action adventure type thing, there's like pits of lava here, what I've just fell into there to show you. Basically, obviously if you go in there, then you die. So that's about that then, and there's obviously the password. But don't worry, because you can just push start and it'll start you there, so you don't have to spend ages writing the password down. But it might be a good idea if there's more than just you who likes the game, because maybe your brother and all that likes the game, and maybe he's going to switch it on and reset because he notices that you're at the elevator, so he knows that you've just hit a password and he assumes you wrote it down, and you could end up losing all your data. So it's one of those things where, just in case, as I say, get a pen and paper, or hell, in this day and age, just get a mobile phone camera or something and take a screenshot. I do that all the time with the likes of Mario Picross, just to try and remember where I was up to if I failed on one of the puzzles right at the end. So that's about that then. Graphics, as you can tell, they're pretty average. It's not one of the best looking NES games, but I do think it is still a good looking NES game. It's there's quite a bit of detail to the enemies and the like, so it's just your main character really. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.